Hi everyone, it's Monday today, 12th of May 2014. Finally we've completed our business plans and prospectus for the shares in the Moai tidal project. We'll be starting in Scotland, one of 250 countries, only because they have a better provident fund system that's updated in April this year, with the cooperatives as well. So the profits from the company will go back to the communities in that system. We'll be using in New Zealand our bases for the Moai powerhouse shares in the tidal platform bridge in the ocean. So briefly, it's 300 pages of intense information, but we're only concerned with the first 35 pages of the plan and application on 3 pages. So you've got 3 different scenarios. First of all, the Provident Society application, fill that in. That's £25 minimum share with a £10 annual fee. So £35 gets you signed up online on our website, www.moaipowerhouse.com. There we're still building it up, so there's 6 months to sell 1 billion shares. We may not get through it, but however, Moai Powerhouse 1 is Scotland, Moai Powerhouse 2 is New Zealand. We'll pick up next 6 months period after they close. So you've got till October, the 30th of October 2014 before the shares close. Enough time to buy them. There's no pressure to get them. You can pick them up from anywhere in the world, any country. Any people can join there because they'll automatically be registered for their country, and they can forever put their money into one other country or their own. All the expertise, all the employment will be for that country. That when you press the flag on the website, it will take you straight into the application form for that country. If it's Russia, then we have investor in Russia. If he decides to want to go on his own with 1 billion shares, he's quite welcome to it. So they're not necessarily limited to the 250 countries. Those are there for the smaller investors to at least have shares. So they're all locked together in the 3 scenarios. Provident Society is one application. The second one is the cooperatives, or you can have cooperatives in the Provident Society as well. So their shares are A, B, C class. We're bending the rules here of the Provident Fund to encompass a bigger share if they wanted to. Self-employed people in the community, they can go in this application for shares. £25 share A, B is £500 share, and C £5,000 share. So they can go in either one of those and get a free share. So the other part of shares are the B share, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G shares in cooperatives and corporations in the second scenario application form. So they'll have the chance of the full range of shares to buy in one or the other, still getting the free share. So that's one. So the third scenario application forms are for agents of Moai Crown, Federal, State government agents to sell and promote shares in their country. So in that case, they are members for a start. with a 25-pound share or whatever they want to buy in shares for that country or for any other country for that matter. They will get a free share for every person they bring in as a new member. So that's a 25-pound share for each member they bring in, like a chief of a village of people, like say Africa in the back blocks where there's no banks. They use tag pay. Mobile phones there normally now as a means of banking. So we're using tag pay as well for the electronic mobile phone sound system, safest in the world, to deposit money into the agency, someone that's acting on behalf. So if he brought in 10,000 people in a village, a tribe, or even in New Zealand, an iwi or a hapu can do the same thing with one chief executive of a cooperative business looking after the Provident Fund members of the community. Is this method of the third scenario application agent. So that will net him free shares. We have plenty of shares. 1 billion shares it's going to take quite a bit to get through, but the benefits of the fuel as the product and water as the currency bank of the Moai Rural Bank will be the deciding factor on how we do the bridge platforms in the middle of the oceans of each country off the coast in international waters under the 4 flag system. We have King William IV Admiralty Court Martial Law. That's our partner in Britain, and with his seal on his horse and his ship in the background on the seal that's going to go on our badges of the marshals and court sheriffs to carry around with authority to check titles under the mortgage superior law system of Moai Crown and Scottish Government. Okay, we're going with the Welsh Government as well, with King HRH New King of England, HRH Lord High Constable of the Magistrate Palace Lau Haddon Palace in England. That's he's our partner, our British partner, and the Scottish Government is our British partner to replace the dreaded Queen. She's convicted now, criminal felon, in the High Court, in the World Court, ITCCS, International Tribunal for Crimes of Church and State, has got a warrant out for her arrest, and the popes and the Catholic Church priests. You'll see them all getting caught out now. Now she's in with her family. All of them go. The whole royal family is defunct, and anybody that's been swearing to her in New Zealand, you're in trouble now, because we're going to check all the titles after 61 Cook Street. We have that now on file, ready to take over and seize with the King's Admiralty Court Martial law. The 4 flags system that we have on the bridge. We're acting on bridges now, in the ocean, pre-selling bridges all over the world. Okay, so that's our title with the Moai statue in London, and the other countries where he's standing and have been stolen as proof. They stole him. We didn't give it away. That's our own Wanoa, Tahitian, Polynesian, native customary title here in the Pacific Ring of Fire boundary area that we're claiming to our title, and so forth. So we've got 4 flags running now on that bridge, on these titles, on these plans, on these prospectus that you're seeing now today for the first time, of 300 pages of it. The 4 flags are King William IV, his sovereign seal, and his flag of British Navy Admiral. He's the only one that's got Admiralty title of commerce, King's Commerce, King's Royal Revenue, King's Bench, King of the Sea, and King, our partner, our partner, and anybody else like the government here and Cook Street property owners. You only got conveyancing titles. You're a third party to us and the British Crown. We have Moai crown on his head, the hat, 10 tons of it, earth, and a real face stuck in the ground, right, buried out to his neck. That's our title in the world. Okay, so the Queen and her oath and the oath of office of the Crown agents here in New Zealand, you've got a problem now with us and the people joining, who'll use that authority right through the will as equals. Right, we have the same business plan here, and authority and rights, insurances, government and authority from Facebook, Twitter. Lawful right, equal. he is dressed up, he put a towel over his head and the dark glasses, he will be an Arab. A fake Egyptian that's using female bloodline side, not male. So we're going under that flag, the Moai flag, with the spaceship. That's our technology. We'll be building those things in no time. Once we get the bridge going and get the engine going, then that's our power source, and the water money and water currency power is the other power source, and hydrogen, metal hydrogen gas, and liquid hydrogen gas, oxygen as well for our rockets, ships, and seagoing ferries. Okay, so we've got all that technology ready to go with any experts in the world, and the universities and all that are also doing that. And in Holland, they've got the spaceship they're building. We're going over there, have a look, listen to them, and have a talk with Jamie, my private secretary. Should be on board today, hopefully a bit later, to do our website and put our prospectus in there and get going. We're not going to muck around anymore. We've got everything in place. Just get the couple of investors going and shareholders, and join anywhere in the world that you want to. We made it easy as possible for there's over 2,100 people following on Facebook. Thank you very much. Them and photos there. It's too late for anybody to try and tell us to change what we have already put in place under the King. That means to say we have indicted people, we've accused them of crimes, we've put them in a box in the Admiralty court. You see on Facebook, our Prime Minister here, John Key, you're in there, and the Governor General, the Queen, Obama, you're all not saying anything. You're silent, saying nothing. You know why you're saying nothing? Because the King's in your road. That's why. King in England, King William IV. He's the only king that derived commercial law to go from one country to the other with a flag on a ship and trade with a flag jurisdiction. A seal of authentication of our documents is the seal. You'll see we're going to be carrying it on us. When you see somebody with a flag with a horse on it and a ship in the background, like a coin, that's our seal of jurisdiction to act as the mortgagor, lien, warrant, arrest, seizure, sheriff, and court martial. Okay, judges. We're the private judges that can operate anywhere on this land, in their courts, in a building, doesn't matter. We have the seal, that's all that matters, and a king, and we've got a new king. We've got a new king coming in. I'm going with him, with Jamie, to Westminster. Authority of a king, to speak for the other king, to bring in a new king, to take his land back in Cornwall, London, and Cornwall, London, and in his Plymouth land. Okay? What's the other one? There's another one. Anyway, three of them. Edinburgh. Right? Edinburgh. Those are his lands. We're going there for a reason. Okay? So, from me, today, I'm glad that I've got through everything. We're just dressing it up now, and it's going to take a long time to make pictures out of the 300 documents and put them on Facebook, Twitter, Google, and also on our website, www.moaipowerhouse.com. M-O-A-I statue, MOAIPOWERHOUSE.com. Okay? So, anything else, leave us a note on our Facebook. And please, there are some people who are asking me to talk to me, but I think I've got no time because I've got to get ready to go. They want to talk to me. Now, they should have been talking to me all the way through instead of throwing stones or saying sorry for some of the things. Some of the people, the Maoris especially, saying bad things about us and Jamie. So that's all over now. There's no need to do that anymore because we're going into business together with anybody. The iwis, the Maoris, the iwis, and their treaty settlements are contracts. They're contracts under the same Admiralty law. You're in trouble because you're being paid out in treaty settlements, and you can't pull out of this one because you're crossed off the list. If you join Moai, we have to go right over you, over your record, who you are, and if you're a Crown agent, you get stung. You'll lose everything. You'll lose everything for going against us on that side. The Crown, everybody in the Crown of New Zealand, Crown of any of the countries in the Commonwealth, in Australia, especially Australia, you're in trouble with this Admiralty law and using it with the federal state of Australia. You're in trouble for usurping HRH Jeffrey Foley's Te Ture Whenua Act 1993. He takes over that because it's a contract with Westminster Parliament, right? I've given it to him on behalf of Hapu, not iwis, not Maoris, not anybody else, but the Hapus. Okay? Now, all you people, you Hapus, you've been sitting there and been run over by the iwis, while the iwis are going to get a big fat bill levy, okay, under this system. So no matter what you say, no matter what you do, it's too late to take us to court and go into court because they are crooked in there as well. The judges, the lawyers are all indicted, the whole lot of them, with their surnames and their names. We know who is who, right backdated to 1835. That's the authority date. We had the flag to do what we do with it. That means it's a bank, trading, mortgage, lien, warrant, arrest, flag of jurisdiction. Everything of a king. Right? He's silent no more. That's what they say. He's silent. No, he's not. There's the Queen's Bench been using him. And I think it's the Pope, I guess, that's been collecting the revenue, the royal revenue of the king. That's our business. We're going to recover all of that. And we're going to use the salvage law of Admiralty. We'll use all our legal, lawful means to recover everything, land, and the Queen's 17 trillion that she says she's got here, and came in under the guise of the Supreme Governor of the Church of England. That's all false. The Commander-in-Chief of the Navy, that's all false. Obama, Commander-in-Chief, Jerry Mataparai Andrews here, the Governor-General, that's all false. The Commander-in-Chief, we're going right over the top of him with the seal and knock him out, right? He's getting the bill. And we'll go and seize everything of his. Seize everything with this authority, with the people behind it. The people who are shareholders, they are the ones that get the benefits of everything we recover, even 61 Cook Street, that 5 billion tab on that. Birth certificates, we've got 100 million on each person's birth certificates that come in. We'll recover those and put the tab on the Crown. Okay, the Crown Rothschild banks, the Crown World Bank, 1141 million trillion US dollars converted to pound notes, and that means that's 700 million trillion pound notes, thereabouts. Okay, so we're going in pound notes sterling and water money, gold as currency. We'll recover all the gold from the Pope and the Queen and all their 300 royal families with King William's title. He's got the commerce title to go and salvage everything. We're using our own law, and they're using that law too. So we are in capital letters, corporate companies. Capital letters, Ngā Atua Ewa Aotea Limited. Okay? 9999 999 999 999 shares. Okay? Wrap your head around that one off a trillion shares in New Zealand registered company. Okay, it's been re-registered, ready to go. All the billion shares in each of the 250 countries comes off that parent company. Just to let you know, we're legal here, and we're legal in Britain. We're legal every part of the globe, in the sea, the ocean, on these bridges. Right? We've placed 250 bridges right off the coastlines, up to 100 kilometres off the coast in international waters, under international treaties, which we are. The Confederation of Chiefs here in New Zealand are under that federal state rule in the UN as one of the 59 states in the world Congress. Okay, we're going there to the UN with Sunakura and her little tribe, and we're going there to the Brussels, to the World Court, take her concerns, not ours. We've got no gripes, no claims to go in. We're only going to go and seize everything because it belongs to us, what's been stolen, and all our memorials, and all the other countries' memorials, and all the sovereignties, land and resources that have been raped. So all the resources going out of here will have to go through us on the bridge. So that's basically it I wanted to say today. It's Monday, fresh day. So we'll be getting into all the plans and the other projects of the ship building, and also the shares and 3 other things that we're in preparation to go to England. Okay, so that's all for now, and wait for my secretary to come back. She's had a big long weekend, death in family, and my apologies and my sympathies to them from our family in Whakatane. So we'll catch up with you at some stage, and thanks for all the support from there and their hapu to what we're doing here and believing in us now. Slowly they're coming over, and our way of thinking is for everybody. It's for the people and not so much ourselves. We're there, we don't charge for what we do, or anything. And even all the information going out, that's there for the people. Now, one more last warning before I go. Under no circumstances must any person copy what we're doing with our plans when I let them out. They've got copyrights, they've got trademarks, they've got brand names all over it. The Moai's face, it's got King William's face all over it, it's got the the new king, Geoffrey Foley's face all over it. It's got all our seals all over the documents. Authentication of King William, seal. The seal with the horse and the ship, his ship in Plymouth, his dockyards, Navy dockyards, and his own Navy yards in Plymouth, Devon. So that's our authority to protect. The British military is there to protect our business between us and them, our partners. And so I'm saying, do not, by any means, use the seal for your own purposes. I'm talking about Maoris in this country. And do not use the flag if you don't know what it's for, because it'll bounce back on you if you use it for the wrong purpose. It's there as our sovereign right. It's an instrument, a bank, trading, flag, mortgage, lien, instrument of authority. If you don't know how to use it, don't use it for that legal reason, because you've got lawyers mixed up in it, and you've got the British military mixed up in that. So don't go near it and use it for your documents. Anything, even the plans of the bridge platform, ideas, the turbines, the way they work, the looks, the description of it, the way we are advertising it, the shares, the system. The Scottish government is with us when we go there, and we'll liaise with them from state to state as being authority with us over those tidal energy projects. Okay, the bridge project. We're going to tie up with them, in particular with Wales and Scotland and England, once Geoffrey gets his England back. But we're going into England, Dover, anyway, to put a bridge. So the first one up, outside of the 250 countries, if someone wants to have a bridge of their own, that's fine. But they're still locked in to the other cooperatives, Provident Fund members and agents. Everything's locked in with Moai Crown, or Moai Federal State Government, and Moai Crown. Okay, Moai Crown is our authority of God, God's grace, authority, law. L-O-R-E-L-A-W. Commerce, W-A-L-A-W, with a king. Okay, we've got kings. We haven't got queens in our system. The queens are corrupted, fraud, and found out. They are indicted now by too many people. It's well known now that they are caught in the act. We have caught them committing crimes here in New Zealand. We have caught them and documented all the way through from 2000 year, the Foreshore and Seabed Acts and all that, and the Te Ture Whenua now in Australia. The 1993 Act, there's only one in the world with a Native Land Act, and that's ours. That's between us, our business, and the king. That's a contract. Now, you've come in as a third-party eloper, right? The Australian, Canadian, and American governments are usurping King William IV Admiralty law. You're in trouble with us because we are the partner. You are a third party in the fraud. Okay, so it's easy to seize anything off you with a higher authority and seal. Right? Your seal is inferior to the king's seal. Okay, and his king's bench, king's warrant, king's commerce, king of the sea, king's royal revenue is what we have. We are the creditor. Okay, I'm acting as creditor, marshal, creditor, judge, whatever, on the spot, anywhere. And what I'm saying is real. And what I'm making statements and accusing people is real. It's up to you to come out of your shell and start speaking and talking to save yourself. Right? If you don't save yourself, you're guilty as charged and can't be proven. Okay? You can't be proven because it's too late. Everything we're saying is done and dusted. It's law. Whatever we say, we have to get it enforced. We're getting the British military to enforce it. We get the police in New Zealand to enforce it. That's what we're doing with Cook Street. They're taking a little while to understand what we're talking about because they'll have to tell us who they're swearing the oath to. They're either one, Obama, they're swearing the oath to, or two, the people, the community they're swearing to in the area because they want to tie themselves to the maritime law and the Admiralty law because they won't get away with it without that higher authority law of a king. Okay? They've got no queen now, so they're going to get rid of their flag, the Union Jack flag, because it had no mana or authority anyway. It was just a war flag to kill people with. Right? They're getting rid of it. They're going to get a new flag of what? We've got 4 flags against them. 4 flags. They're going to come up with a flag like mana and a Maori party. Those are domestic flags. They're going to find another domestic flag and start a new sovereignty and a new independent state for all you stupid people that are following them. You're all debtors, including Maoris. You're all debtors until you can prove to us and the British government where are you going next? Where's your next taxi rank? Helen Clark, you're the one who started the record off with the foreshore seabed. Now look at it. Right? We're going into the sea to put these turbines up, not under your authority, inferior, not under John Key's inferior authority, but our own, because we had in the first place. We always had King William IV authority to go in the sea, go anywhere in the world, free passage through the world, and that's what we're doing. People, that's what we're doing today. So, cheer up, follow Moai, you won't go wrong. He's always going to be there. As his face, his mana, his authority, and he's in England now, so that's his place, right? They don't know what it means to have one of those standing on the land, because that's what it means. He commands the land, okay? He's got a keeper, and that's ours, keeper, right? That we own his authority, and his face is our ancestors' face as well. They don't know which one is the real one. Okay? We do. We can feel all those things. And so, thank you very much. We'll see you later. Have a nice day. And I'll go do some work. Bye for now. Keep smiling. Be good. and don't kill anybody. Otherwise, Moai will lock you up and hang you. Yes, he will. The Admiralty Court. Watch.